Give us your name and spell your name.
My name is Joe Wynn, Joewynn.
Give us the name of your title and the name of the organization.
I'm the president of the Veterans Enterprise Training and Services Group, and we're located right here in Washington, D.C., downtown at 1200 18th Street Northwest.
Are you a 501c3 tax exempt
We
organization?
are.
Say that.
We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we've been in operation since 2004.
This time I want you to say everything you said except throw that piece about nonprofit tax exempt organization.
Okay. You want me to start with the name again?
No, just say we're
Oh, the
we're
title.
nonprofit. No, we are a nonprofit 501c3 tax exempt organization.
Okay, we are a nonprofit 501c3 tax-exempt organization. We've been in operation since 2004.
Okay, we're going to start. Give us your name. Tell us where we are, the name of your organization, your title, and what your mission is.
My name is Joe Wynn. I'm president of the VETS Group, the Veterans Enterprise Training and Services Group. And we're here in our downtown location of our Veterans Enterprise Training Center. We've been in operation since 2004 as a nonprofit corporation, and we're dedicated primarily to providing services and support to military veterans. Our mission started out early on with trying to assist veterans with entrepreneurship who wanted to start or expand their own small business. Then along the way in the past few years, of course, we've had more issues with regard to employment, not only with veterans, but throughout America. So we've now added some programs to our courses to now assist veterans with IT, Cisco network training. We're doing Microsoft Systems Administration. And we've also got a couple of new and interesting programs that we're doing with the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority. And we've got a new one also that we're developing called tower climbing, where we teach veterans how to go up those cell towers and upgrade the towers from the 3G network to the 4G networks. So it's a very interesting and innovative programs we have down here at the training center. And we've had much success over the past few years. We've been now operating the IT training programs for just about 3 years now. We have certified instructors that are all certified in Cisco and Microsoft. We also provide some supportive service and tutoring, technical assistance where needed. One of the things we have found that over the past few years in working with these veterans at the training program, many of them are eligible for the GI Bill benefits where they can use their education benefit to pay for their training. But we've also found that there are a number of them now who were eligible since 9/11, 2001, that their benefits have been exhausted or a certain percentage of those benefits have been exhausted. And so now we are having to reach out to Patriot Resource Partners, as we call them, sponsors as others may refer to them, to help offset the difference in the cost of their training. We're also finding that some veterans, due to their personal situation, they may find themselves with a need for assistance with transportation, rental housing assistance, meals, daycare. It's any number of things that we don't want to be barriers to their completing the training programs. And so we try to work with them. We provide case management and counseling so that we can try to ensure that each veteran that attends the program will be successful. Following the completion of the training, which most of our training programs are 5 to 6 months for the IT training, some of the other programs are shorter in length, maybe a couple of months, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. But completing the training is only a part of it. We want each veteran to become employed. And so the whole idea is to get them placed within one of the corporations that can utilize their services. We're reaching out to corporations around the country to see if we can get them placed, particularly in the Washington metropolitan region. And from there on, we also are looking for IT and internships because we find that, many of the veterans are going to be coming in on the entry level. And so, of course, we want to give them an opportunity to get up to speed by doing hands-on work directly on the job. And so we continue to look for corporations, partnerships with corporations that they'll bring them in on an internship, whether it's paid or non-paid, the benefit will be there for that veteran.
In 1 minute, crystallize your organization. Who are you? How is your organization distinctive from other folk? And if people want to contribute money or otherwise, who would they call and what would that number and website be?
The Veterans Group, as we refer to it, is primarily here to provide assistance for our veterans. Now, we're also open to the community at large, but of course, being that Air Force veteran myself and our staff is almost fully veterans, we're working very hard to ensure that our veterans achieve success. If we want to help reach out to the Vets Group, give us a call, 202-822-0011. Our website, www.vetsgroup.org, and that's V like veterans, VETSGROUP.org. And we look forward to working with you in any way we can. Thank you.
Bingo. You're gonna watch me the whole time.
Okay.
Before we start, I want you to give your name and spell your name.
Rhonda Smith, RHONDA, SMITH.
And give us your title and your organization.
I am the program director for the Vets Group.
Okay. You're getting ready to start.
Succinct and to the point.
2 minutes and out.
Okay, good.
And you're gonna watch me.
The whole time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you
I'm
better
watching
smile.
everything. Give us your name, your title, tell us where we are, and what your organization, what you do in this organization.
I'm Rhonda Smith, and I'm the program director of the Vets Group, the IT training program here at the Veterans Enterprise and Training Center. And one of the things that we do here, I think Mr. Wynn had mentioned to you, we have the IT training program, which I am responsible for. The reason we started the IT training, because we found that the veterans, as they were transitioning back from active duty, had a missing gap and just didn't have the credentials and the certifications that were needed to go to work in full-time employment. So we started the training program to help assist them to get them on the right track in a beginning level IT field. So the programs that we offer here currently at the training center are the network engineering program, network administration, security administration, and system administration, with the focus on cybersecurity and ethical hacking. So we've done pretty good in the last year and a half. We have, our success rate is probably, we graduate about 75% of all of the students that come through the program and employ 50% of those. We have several of the large major corporations now that reach out to us from the community because they know that we have the IT training center here to help get these guys back to work.
Thank you. If people want to get in touch with your organization and sign up for this
They
program,
can
who do they call and what would that number and website be?
They can reach me at 202-822-0011. And again, I am Rhonda Smith. Our website is www.vetsgroup.org.
You're gonna watch me the whole time.
Okay.
Before we start, I want you to give your name and spell your name.
Rhonda Smith, RHONDA, SMITH.
And give us your title and your organization.
I am the program director for the Vets Group.
Okay. You're getting ready to start.
Succinct and to the point.
2 minutes and out.
Okay, good.
And you're gonna watch me.
The whole time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you
I'm
better
watching
smile.
everything. Give us your name, your title, tell us where we are, and what your organization, what you do in this organization.
I'm Rhonda Smith, and I'm the program director of the Vets Group, the IT training program here at the Veterans Enterprise and Training Center. And one of the things that we do here, I think Mr. Wynn had mentioned to you, we have the IT training program, which I am responsible for. The reason we started the IT training because we found that the veterans, as they were transitioning back from active duty, had a missing gap and just didn't have the credentials and the certifications that were needed to go to work in full-time employment. So we started the training program to help assist them to get them on the right track in a beginning level IT field. So the programs that we offer here currently at the training center are the network engineering program, network administration, security administration, and system administration with a focus on cybersecurity and ethical hacking. So we've done pretty good in the last year and a half. We have our success rate is probably, we graduate about 75% of all of the students that come through the program and employ 50% of those. We have several of the large major corporations now that reach out to us from the community because they know that we have the IT training center here to help get these guys back to work.
Thank you. If people want to get in touch with your organization and sign up for this
They can
program, who do they call and what would that number and website be?
They can reach me at 202-822-0011. And again, I am Rhonda Smith. Our website is www.vetsgroup.org.
Okay, first of all, I want you to give your name and spell your name.
Okay, my name is Eddie Jones, E-D-D-I-E, Eddie, Jones Jones.
Give me your title.
I'm the Director of Veteran Services and Community Outreach here at Vets Group.
Okay, we're going to start the interview now.
All right.
Give us your name, name of your organization, where we are, and what you do for this organization.
My name is Eddie Jones, here at the Vets Group. I am the Director of Veteran Services and Community Outreach here at 1200 18th Street, Washington, D.C. We're a veteran service organization. Part of my primary responsibility is to provide case management for the veterans. I talk to them about their VA benefits, make sure they maximize their benefits, make sure that they understand their benefits. My other responsibility is I do community outreach, so I try to align the Vets Group with other Patriot partners, as we like to refer to them here at the Vets Group, to make sure that we can collaborate our services so that we can best maximize all of our efforts here in the DC area in our efforts to help veterans with their education and training pursuit. So part of that is that I make sure that, you know, whatever programs that we're offering the veterans is the right program for them, that they're on the right path to achieve whatever professional development they're looking to achieve, so they take classes that are actually in line with what their end goal is.
If people wanted to get in touch with this organization, who would they call, their number and website?
They would call our central number is 202-822-0011, and they can just ask for anybody in particular on staff, myself, Ms. Smith or Mr. Wynn, or anybody that they talk to here at the Vets Group can either help them or direct them to the right person who has whatever they need in means of, you know, whether it's case management, enrollment, veteran services, rehabilitation services.
In 1 minute, knock this out of the park. Tell me why people should come to the Vets Group, and how does your organization distinctive from other, what separates you from other organizations that claim they help vets?
I think what separates us from other organizations is that we are veterans helping veterans. I'm a retired Coast Guard veteran. The owner is a Air Force veteran. The program manager is Air Force and Army veteran. So we are veterans. We're passionate about what we do. We are helping our peers. We're helping our comrades in arms. So we provide a holistic service with the dedication that, hey, if I were you, you know, what help would I pursue and what help would I expect from you? So we try to manage expectations based on what we'd like to get out of the program. 1.5
minute, we're out. What are some of the major challenges vets face coming home in terms of employment, health, and why should they seek your organization?
I think the major challenges that vets face coming home is a lot of vets going to the service not having gained any real professional development. You know, you might have a vet that came out of high school and went directly into the service. So they come out at a more advanced age than when they went into the service, and they need more advanced skills. You know, they can't come out of the service and go back to McDonald's. That's you know, a little bit below the level of where they need to be coming out, especially considering that most of them have acquired families by then.
Okay, good. That's it. Do we have to interview anybody? Then we're going to start the interview.
Okay,
And you are a former student of?
that is correct, of the
Okay.
Veterans Group.
Before we start, give us your name and spell your name.
Hi, my name is AJ Staton. That's Staton. Always remember what state you're from, and you'll never mess up my name.
What's your relationship to this group?
I'm a former student of the VETS group, which has done tremendously attributes in my life. I'm able to now go out into the world and the cybersecurity market and be marketable.
Okay, we're gonna start the interview now.
Okay,
Shameless pitch, 3 minutes and out. You
Okay.
will nail this.
okay.
Give us your name, your relationship to this organization, and tell us why somebody should use this organization. What did it do for your life?
Well, my name is AJ Staton. It's spelled Staton.
We're not gonna do that this time. We got that first.
Oh, I didn't know.
Okay, this time you're not gonna spell your name.
Okay.
Give us your name, tell us where we are, and what your relationship you have or had with this relationship. Why do you support this organization?
Okay.
Boom.
My name is AJ Staton. I'm a former student at the VETS group. This organization has been wonderful and tremendous to my life. I'm a military vet who have served in 3 wars, but through the time I've been here, I've learned how to give back, and this school has taught me that. I am a prior student that will not only enlighten you why you should come to the VETS group, but I'm here to show you this. Today, I am now working for the VETS group as a contractor. And what better way to get experience in learning and getting your certifications and bringing new people on board? And that's what I'm here to do.
What distinguishes this VETS group from other organizations? Why should somebody come here?
It's the community of FAMU value that they instill in you. It's not that we're here just to get an education, but it's about how you can better yourself and better the person next to you. So it's like a mom and pop organization.
Tell us a little bit about your life when you transitioned from being in the military to coming here. Why did you need to come here when you started the transition?
Well, being 3 decades in the military, I have always did things because I was told to do. Now I'm learning to get into a career field that I love to do, and I can share it with other people. So I couldn't think of a better place to come to than this school here, the VETS group.
Touchdown. That was great. That was great. You ready? Yeah. Give me your name and spell your name.
Jocelyn Amy, Aimee.
Could you spell Jocelyn?
Oh, Jocelyn, Jocelyne.
Okay, we're getting ready to start the interview. Give us your name and tell us where we are and tell us how this organization has helped you.
My name's Jocelyn Amy. I'm at the VETS group, and this organization has helped me by enhancing my knowledge of information technology, networking, and general troubleshooting skills. It's helped me improve my job marketability and general education, and it has also helped to improve memory, learning technology, and it's also general personal skills, interacting with others, and because it's a small, friendly group, and it's something you can interact with, and it's not a large organization that loses you in the numbers.
So do you think this organization will help you transition from the military to civilian life and help you land a career or a job?
Oh, it sure will. I retired 6 years ago, and I did have various jobs since then. And recently I was downsized as a contractor. So I was interviewing for other jobs, and one of the interviews, they started asking me specifics about networks and computers, and I knew general information, but I decided it was time to actually learn the details and the specifics behind the computers and networks. So that's why I chose coming to the VETS group, and it's helping me transition to the job market. And I have earned some certifications that would actually help.
Okay, 20 seconds. I want you to say, I support the VETS group because, bam.
I support the Vets Group because they're a sociable and knowledgeable learning environment.
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And action.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about routing protocols. So, as a Cisco Certified Network Associate, one of the things that you'll be doing out in the field is connecting routers and switches together on a global scale. In order to do that, you need a corporate headquarters, a San Francisco office, and a Los Angeles office. It's your job to connect all of these different offices together. Now, given this is West Coast, San Francisco, LA, but you can have an office in Singapore, you can have an office in Mexico, Canada, anywhere in Europe. And as a CCNA, your job is to be able to maintain this network. Basically, what you're doing is you're building it. You go line by line, connecting the internet protocol addresses of each one of these devices. So you log on just like any other programmer would do. One network at a time. So one network from corporate, the network here in LA, 192.168.1.20.0 will be the network address over there, Class C address.
Hello, this is Sheila D. Yeah, and I'm here in the digital community in Washington. Hello, this is Sheila D. Yeah, and I'm here in the digital community with the president of Digital Systems, Lance Lucas. Can you tell us what you're? I guess. Okay, one more time. So you just want to.
Introduce yourself, Digital Community Show. Can you tell me about the partnership between the Veterans Group and Digital Systems? Is that line going to get in the way with the mic? Is that going to hit the camera? No. Okay, cool. All right. All right, that's what's up.
Hello, this is Sheila D. Yeah, and I'm in Washington, D.C. in the digital community with Lance Lucas, the president of Digital Systems. Can you tell us why you're here today in your partnership with the Veterans Group?
Yes, I'm here to discuss our partnership with the Digital Systems and Veterans Group. We're partnering to offer cybersecurity testing and IT testing for the community at large and for veterans in the community. And we work very hard to form this partnership because it's very important that everybody gets an equal opportunity at an education to participate in this great work field.
That's awesome. So I also understand that you've been working with Digital Systems in Baltimore as well. Can you also tell me about that?
Yes, our company was established in 1998, and we've been doing this well over a decade. And we work with Baltimore City schools, and we work with homeless folks, and we also work with underprivileged communities to do computer training to get them into the IT industry.
Okay. So as far as the future with you and the Veterans Group and Digital Systems, how can you see that forming, or what can you see from that partnership?
Well, my vision and shared vision with the Veterans Group is to make sure that we can have the vets fully trained to come back or re-enter the workforce or get retrained, as well as to offer some of this expertise to the overall community and uplift the community through technology and combat poverty and the lack of participation in the IT sector.
Well, that's awesome.
Okay.
All right, so cool.
Gotta get back to the camera.
Got you.
Because y'all not talking to each other.
Okay, got you. Right on.
Okay.
I got you. Just do it again. We got some. Okay, start from the beginning. You do it better this time. All right, cool.
Hello, this is Sheila D. Yeah, and I'm in Washington, D.C. in the digital community.
Start over. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, this is Sheila D. Yeah, and I'm in Washington, D.C. in the digital community alongside Lance Lucas with Digital Systems.
Hello.
We're here at the Veterans Group. Can you tell me what your partnership is with the Veterans Group today?
Our partnership is to offer IT cybersecurity testing in fields like A+ and Network Plus to get people into the IT field. So we own a testing center in another location, so we've partnered to bring that testing here to DC and to also enhance the educational administration of these IT academy.
That's awesome. So I also understand that you've been doing the same thing with Digital Systems in Baltimore. Could you also tell me about that?
Yes, in Baltimore and a greater area, we've given away about 3,000 computers, and we've taught in over 60 Baltimore City public schools, as well as churches and community groups. And we hope that we can do some of the same things here in DC with the Veterans Group help.
That's awesome. So what do you see in your future with digital systems in the Veterans Group?
Well, I see a vision of us reaching out to the community beyond the walls of the Veterans Group and outreaching to the school system, to the local community groups, as well as the community colleges and things of that nature, and inviting them in to offer this testing so we can enhance and use cybersecurity to protect us as a people and train folks for these fields.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
You're going to ask him if people want to get in touch to support this group through contributions, or there are veterans out there that need help, who would they call and what would that number and website be?
Okay. So if there's people that's out in the community that are interested or former veterans, how do they get in contact with this organization? Are there emails or websites that people can contact?
They can very easily go to www.vetsgroup.org. It is a not-for-profit, and if they wish to donate, they can donate. It's located at 1200 18th Street, Northwest, Suite LL, lower level 100, Washington, D.C., 20036. And they can call 202-822-0011.
Thank you, Lance.
Thank you very much, Sheila.
Lance, before we close, I want you to look into the camera.
Yes.
And a 1-minute shameless plug for your organization.
Okay.
Tell how it separates from other folk and why they should come and support this vets group right here in Washington, D.C.
Okay. Yes. Digital Systems is one of those organizations that deals with the folks that are forgotten, the underprivileged, the socially economic disadvantaged folks, those folks that feel like education is not for them and the tech field is not for them. This is for you. We're inclusive, not exclusive. Our organizations have trained over 10,000 individuals in Baltimore City. We've closed the digital divide for 50,000 individuals in Baltimore City, greater region. With
5, 4, 3.
Digital Systems is an organization that focuses on a socially economic disadvantaged populations, and we try to outreach using technology. We've trained over 10,000 students in the greater Baltimore metropolitan area, and we've closed the digital divide for over 50,000 residents with the donations over 3,500 PCs. We also had an event called Computers for Guns, where we traded firearms for computers and computer training. We believe in education over violence. We believe that all the symptoms of poverty and crime and abuse are all through lack of education. So we hope that this Veterans Group partnership can be a beacon for the city of DC and an example for the nation in order for us to reach further into our educational goals to get people to work so we can pull up our neighborhoods and our community.
People want to get in touch with you, who would they call, what would that number and website be? This is your organization.
Okay, absolutely. If you want to get in touch with Digital Systems, you can find us at www.digitallsystems.org. That is one word. We can be contacted at 443-729-2469.
Bingo. Touchdown.
Get that first take. I can't see down there. I'm right.
Okay.
Is it light? Oh, yeah, the light is on.
Kick some camera.
Cause like, if you see it and you look bad, it haunts you
Okay,
forever.
let's go.
Hi, I'm Sheila E. reporting for News ULM in downtown Washington, D.C.
Hi, I'm Sheila D. Yeah, reporting live for News ULM in downtown Washington, D.C. I felt my curl move.
Okay, do that second. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Sheila D. Yeah, reporting live for News ULM in downtown Washington, D.C.
Okay, your next line is going to say, after these messages, we'll learn about this program.
Okay. After these messages, we'll learn about this program.
Okay. Your next statement is going to be, welcome back to News ULM with a special news series dedicated to veterans and how they transition into the community.
Okay, say it again.
Welcome back to News ULM with a special series dedicated to veterans job training.
Okay. Welcome back to News ULM with News ULM a special
With a special
series dedicated to. Okay.
Can you see that?
Yes. Welcome back to News ULM, a special news series dedicated to veterans and how they transition back into civilian life.
It's pretty good. you're going to say, welcome to News ULM, with a special news series.
Okay.
Can she see that?
Yeah, I can. Welcome back to News ULM with a special news series dedicated to veterans and how they transition back into civilian life. I need a teleprompter. If I had that, I could do it.
Hold on, we just got, we got
I always thought that teleprompters were the easy
you're going to
way
say,
out.
we'll be back later
I
in
know,
the
right?
show to show how effective job training is.
We'll be back.
You can sort of read it.
We'll be back later in the show. Okay. To show how effective. Okay.
Can I see that? So I can see it?
We'll be back later in the show to show how effective job training is. Okay. We'll be back later in the show to show how effective job training is. How to. Oh, that's because the sentence doesn't make sense. We'll be
Just
back later in the show
to
to
show
show how
how-
if. We'll be back later in the show to show how effective job training is to vets transitioning back into civilian life.
Let's do it again. Just move over this way a little bit. Right.
Okay.
Hold it. Right there. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay.
We'll be back later in the show to show. We'll be back later in the show to show how effective job training is to vets transitioning back into civilian life.
Okay. And your last statement is going to be, you're going to say, welcome back to our closing segment of News ULM. Okay. And then you,
Welcome back to our closing segment of News ULM.
okay. And your last statement is, that's it for this week. Until next time, this is Sheila D. Yare reporting for News ULM.
That's it for this week. Until next time, this is Sheila D. Yare reporting live for News ULM. Do you want me to do it one time without shutting my eye?
I thought she was waiting.
Huh?
She can wait.
I know.
Can she
I don't
wait,
know
she
why.
wait?
I don't know why my
thought she
eye
just
closed.
started saying,
It just
"Give
did
us
it. I didn't
space."
even mean it to.
I
I
think
thought
it
she
would've
was
been a nice finish.
getting comfortable and smooth.
That's it for this week. Until next time, this is Sheila D. Yare reporting live for News ULM. Thank you.
Okay, now you're going to read everything and we're out.
Okay.
You're going to read.
Okay. Ready? Hi, I'm Sheila D. Yare, reporting for News ULM from downtown Washington, D.C. with an innovative drop. Hi, I'm Sheila D. Yare, reporting. Hi, I'm Sheila D. Yare, reporting live for News ULM from downtown Washington, D.C. with an innovative job training program teaching technology to veterans who have served the United States of America. We are here with Mr. Lance Lucas, CEO of Digital Systems, whose company is giving veterans the necessary skills for a high-tech job market. After these messages, we'll learn about this program. Welcome back to News ULM, with a special news series dedicated to veterans and how they transition back into civilian life. We're here with Mr. Lance Lucas, CEO of Digital Systems. Tell us the significance of what's going on here today. Is your organization a 501c3 tax-exempt organization? If companies want to hire these job trainees or invest in the future of a returning vet who has sacrificed so much for his or her country, who would they call and what would that number and website be? We'll be back later in the show to see how effective job training is to vets transitioning back into civilian life. Welcome back to a special edition of News ULM, where we are investigating how veterans who have served their country with enormous sacrifice to families transition back into civilian life. Mr. Lucas, how effective is this program, and why should the corporate community support your efforts here? We'll be back later in the show to see the kinds of challenges veterans have to overcome. Welcome back to our closing segment of News ULM. Mr. Lucas, welcome back to our closing segment of News ULM. Mr. Lucas, if corporations Welcome back to our closing segment of News ULM. Mr. Lucas, if corporations or foundations want to invest in helping veterans with your program, who would they call and what would their number and website be? This is it for this week. Until next time, this is Sheila D. Yeah reporting live for News ULM.